Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and I'm just sitting here grinding some Golem for the tournament going on, but I wanted to get this video out ASAP because, as you are probably aware, there was an AMA with the community managers on Reddit answering some questions from the people over there on the Reddit platform. So what I did was I made a sheet where I just compiled the questions and answers in an easy-to-read format. I will link that down below if you want to pull it up, but what this video is going to be is me kind of reading it to you, the questions and the answers, and then you can see how the live chat is reacting as I'm doing that. So just going to be kind of uploading that AMA from Reddit as a YouTube-friendly format where you can read along via voice, text, and the live Twitch chat. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. All right, now I'm ready. We can go over this. So this was the AMA that Plarium did today on Reddit. We went out and kind of mapped out the Q&A in an easier format to kind of follow here, and we'll go through it so that you're up to date on what's going on. Okay, so with the addition of a lot of new content over the past few months, player time is becoming an issue for the community. To complete daily tasks takes hours. If that's one of Plarium's KPIs, then fine. The issue is on us to stop spending so long in the game and choose to do other things, but I suspect the game is losing a lot of players due to time investment. This is more of an analysis than a question. For example, there's no reason my phone should be out of action for an hour a day running Ultra Clan Boss on auto when I have done it hundreds of times before. Equally, I cannot see how this benefits Plarium in any way other than if time spent is one metric that is lauded above everything else. Apart from money spent, obviously, it benefits no one and seems like it would be a very simple thing to fix. Adding a 5x speed or adding an autocomplete to activities you have done over 50 or 100 times seems like a good starting point. Perhaps unlocking autocomplete after a set number of clears as a reward for dedicated players. Is this something is in the works for being considered in the future? My second suggestion relates to the Arena 3v3. It would be very useful to be able to auto through all 3 rounds of 3v3. Yeah, that's true. Perhaps a double tap of the auto button or something. I've agreed with that for a long time. There should be a default setting for auto or not auto. But similarly, if you could select a number of opponents from the list and just click auto all of them, that would save a lot of time. Classic Arena 2, any chance of this happening? Oh, and dupe system, please. Okay, well, that was a mouthful. The response: I do hope you will forgive me for not writing the same answer about the time spent in the game for the 3rd time. Trust me, I know what it's like. I play raids 6 or 7 hours a day, roughly. I do take some time off on the weekends, though. It's like with chocolate. No matter how much you adore it, eating 3 times a day will make you sick. Just saying that we are with you here, and we'll be doing our best to improve the situation. As for auto option on Tag Team Arena, incoming maybe even sooner than you expect. Okay. Confirmed possibility of auto possible coming to the arena, but we'll see. Is it possible to reduce the time playing the game? Wait, this is the same thing. For example, to provide autocomplete, faction wars. Okay, this is why she said it was addressed multiple times. All right, we have a whole separate roadmap for additions aimed at optimizing the amount of time that you need to spend in game to stay in the loop. Like with 20 to 25 dungeons and potion dungeons, we're looking at ways to decrease the time spent in dungeons. 1 second, let me... For farming XP and silver artifacts, upgrades, accessories, you will learn more details about these soon enough. However, we are not looking in the direction of implementing 3 or 4x speed, partially due to technical limitations, but more importantly, because tuning your teams for faster battles is one of the main concepts our game is about. That's the real reason. It's not due to technical limitations as much as they want the incentive to pull good champions that can speed farm, I think. We are bringing one of the parts of this improvement to the next release already. More info will be given. Okay. At the end of this month or at the start of June. Okay. You want me to zoom in a little bit? Let me see if I can do that. Okay, so next one. Is it possible to reduce the time playing the game without touching the game's mechanics? Wait, no, we already did that one. Yeah, we did that one. Sorry. Okay, next one. I was wondering if there were ever any plans to add more items to the tag team arena bazaar, maybe forge materials, old fusion champions. Definitely tag team arena will be worked on in a lot of ways. Bazaar improvements, additional rewards, battle mode modifications. If I'm not mistaken, this will be happening through the following several months. Okay. And then we've got, are there any plans to buff Septimus after the change to enemy max HP in dungeons and the new 21 to 20 and the new 21 to 25 Doom Tower bosses? Septimus is a great bloke as he is. I don't think he needs steroids. The whole idea of bringing new levels to the game is to encourage players to seek new strategies, discover the champions that have been waiting in the vault, experiment with synergies and gear. This is a new challenge for those that have already excelled in older areas. So, Septimus not getting buffed. All right. Are there any plans to extend out arena tiers, like extend gold 1 to 8, plat 1 to 4, diamond master, new ranks, etc.? This would instantly get rid of the bottleneck in gold 4 and give true representation of arena. I really think this would solve a lot of problems from missions, Great Hall progression, also giving ultra endgame players something to strive towards. Okay, the answer. This is on the agenda. New arena tiers is on the agenda. We already have the whole thing planned out, and we will be ready to bring this to the game in 2028. Oh, wait, no. We'll be ready to bring this to the game after sorting current problems in silver and bronze tiers. And this should start in 2 iterations as announced previously in the following couple weeks. Also, we will be adding more elements to the game that will increase competitiveness in higher tiers, which consequently asks for modifying the current state of things in gold 4 and in platinum. Okay. Sorry, I got confused. I added a little bit of a part there. My bad. All right. The last year brought us some new content. However, with every increase comes an increase of time one has to spend on the game to finish everything. Oh, this is going to be the same thing as the other one. Yeah, they're talking about 4x speed and stuff. And then their next one goes on to say, but it takes about 2 years of active play to max out a Great Hall. The game has been out longer than that. Maxing out Great Hall is no longer limited to Ultra Whales. I am a very active player playing more than 2 years. I've maxed a Great Hall. Nothing to spend them on. Are there any plans to include additional gold metal sync? Yeah, the top one she already addressed. So we already kind of went over that. But the second part hasn't been addressed yet. You are right, Great Hall is meant to be one of the endgame features, but we can't deny the input of prodigy players like yourself. We should be ready with something you could spend your classic arena medals on closer to the fall. There you go. We keep track of players that have maxed Great Hall and see the number is not big at all for now. Okay, but moving on. That was a good one there. That was a good question. And here's a big one. Here's a big one. When will a dupe system for legendary champions be released? Good question. We will need to think about it. Thanks for bringing it up. Jokes aside, we know you guys want details here. I'll give you as much info as I can right now. No backing out. When coming up with the concept for the future, we contemplated 2 main approaches: tweaking drop rates or making dupes more valuable by utilizing for strengthening champions. So I think they mean like lowering your chances of getting a dupe, like adjusting the summon rate, or letting you like feed your dupes into an existing champion to make it stronger, like an awakening mechanic or something to keep stacking it. For several months, we were testing both of these in various forms. I mean, at least they're testing dupe systems. That's a step in the right direction. An in-game economic model for each, simultaneously assessing influence of both on the in-game balance and conducting tests in real production environment. Overall, there were 4 concepts that we examined in the beginning. Fast forward to the present, and we put aside 3 of those. We evaluated pros and cons. Right now, we are leaning towards the second option, making dupes more valuable by utilizing them for strengthening champions. We expect the solution to come out in the fall. Sticking to the time frame announced in the Q&A video that came out some time ago. However, the point worth mentioning is that not only will we be releasing in the future, but also adjusting several areas in the game to fit this whole new system. We will share the details of the ultimate concept with you as soon as it is ready. Then moving on, hello, why did you remove mercy tracking? Uh-oh. Are you planning on making this built into the game? Uh-oh. First and foremost, the reason why we implemented the update that disabled third-party mercy system counter is basic server-side security protection. There you go, Darth, you called it. This was one of the moves in the bigger ongoing campaign that involves action in keeping game data safe and sound, as well as fighting such areas as bots, functioning payment system abuse, possible cheats and hacks. Any intruding data retrieval goes against our terms of service. I think she meant to say against. Let alone potentially endangers our players' personal data that is shared when accessing a third-party tool. We do not dismiss the whole idea of implementing an in-game mercy system counter, but for now, we are considering the possible best ways to do that. And this means assessing possible risks, trying, testing. We'd rather our players relied on the game because we are responsible for this environment and what happens in its realm, rather than go somewhere else. There we go. We called it yesterday. Oh, and this is Stu Gaming. Coming in hot. Stu Gaming from the top rope. Stu Gaming from the top rope. Dropping it down like a hammer. Alright, so Stu says pity counter better be added next patch. Dupe system when normal arena. Lower tier matchmaking, next patch. Second ascension, what is it? Swift parry and reaction accessories, killing arena. 10x void summons, we've been asking for years. 3v3 arena, do something. Clamorous clan, it's just whale wars. 21 to 25, limiting champions for viable runs. Time spent in game, instant clear for faction wars, or 10x speed for clan boss. Finish fragment, fusions, we're missing a few pieces on. And don't give me that soon stuff. Alright. Hello, Stu. Nice to talk to you. I have covered most of these in the thread, but of course, we'll make a recap. Pity counter. Let's see if there's anything I need to say that we haven't said yet. But yeah, basically just saying it's on the table. Dupe system in the following 6 months or so is the takeaway there. This week should be the normal arena fixes. Second ascension, to be honest, I don't know. Trying not to data mine our games. Swift parry accessories, we'll keep rebalancing sets depending on analytical results. 10x voids coming soon. Should be the next patch. There you go. We're making Clamorous Clan more balanced. I want to stress here that these are not clan wars. This is a tournament. And yes, it has a downside that will be improving. There will be an improvement in this area in patch 4.30. Where they're looking into ways to solve the fragment fusions that you didn't finish. Alright. Shout out Stu Gaming. Coming in hot. Alrighty. We've got, with the recent addition of stages 21 to 25 for artifact dungeons and the conclusion made from the drop percentage that it's worse running stage 25 compared to stage 20 or even 24. With a net profit compared to 25. Well, that's situational. Also taking into consideration that if any events or tournaments goes on, stage 25 seems even less attractive. That is true. Are there any plans balancing this out? What's the highest stage? The highest stage is worth running. That's a good question. Farming dungeon stages is all about the correlation triangle. Energy, time, gear. We make a choice which stage to go depending on which asset you are most interested in. So stage 24 is better in terms of converting energy to artifacts, while stage 25 is more profitable for getting more high quality gear. Also, stages 25 yield significantly more points in clan vs clan, and bosses affinities also matter. For some anti-force teams, comps are more effective than anti-spirit teams. So basically saying, don't expect any changes anytime soon on the dungeon drop rates. All right, I was wondering if there were ever any plans to add more items to the tag team arena bazaar, maybe forged materials, old fusions, stuff like that. Definitely tag team arena will be reworked in a lot of ways. I think we saw that one a little bit ago. Yeah, expect that in the next several months. The mercy tracking, we answered that one. We might have put that one in here twice. Or was this asked twice, maybe? Or no, wait, this is a different response. Okay, yeah, so it was just asked twice. Taken care of by 2 different teams. The plan, okay. Any plans to increase energy cap above level 60? We're considering introducing new models of the game where you would have more efficient exchange rate of energy for specific in-game resources. Also, we would like to experiment with 21 plus levels of dungeons to make the farming of gear more energy efficient. Those changes are supposed to make the energy cap lesser nuance. That's a little bit weird. I don't know what to make of that. All right, it's disheartening to work on software to help the community and my fellow players on things that aren't security concerns. Mercy data is one of the most recent examples of this, only to have that work undone and have it waved away as a security issue. I'm aware of 5+ things the server is sending that the client that could either be tilted as a security concern or as data that might enable cheating. I'd like those things to go away so that every time I put out a release of my tool, which is open source, not that it should matter, we don't feel like we've wasted our time on other features getting taken away because of security concerns. Thanks for bringing this up. We're definitely interested in such sort of partnership. Please contact one of them. Will work out. Interesting. So is Plarium like gonna want to partner with some of the makers of this of these tools? That's interesting. Are you considering making any changes to the tag team arena to make the end game more dynamic and engaging? Not pressing, but are you adding Doom Tower ratings to the champion rating system? Yes, there are quite a few changes intended for tag team arena. For instance, auto battle for all 3 fights, introducing new sorts of events, expanding bazaar and more. Yes, it is currently in our plans, not in the nearest future. All right. And then quality of life improvements. Champion sort functions in PvP, offense and defense, tag team and classic, like everywhere else. More sort functions, equipment filter, stars and rarity, ascending, descending sort for rank in the tavern. One important improvement we are planning to introduce in the upcoming updates is filter by rarity. Other suggestions are not in the agenda for now, but might be introduced at some point later. That was most of it right there. Alrighty, so that will do it for this one. And remember, I will link to that sheet down below that you see right over there. And then up top, I put kind of some of the main takeaways to kind of like a too long didn't watch version up top there on the sheet. But in case you wanted to see the full context of everything, that's why I did this video. And I also want to remind you guys, please don't attack the community managers in Plarium. They aren't making the decisions that you're frustrated about. They can't force things to get implemented faster. They're just kind of trying their best to interact with the player base and be a go-between between the developers and the players. So even though you're frustrated with the answers, just try to remember it's not their fault specifically. So attacking community managers and stuff isn't going to help anything. But yeah, anyway, as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.